Já jsem si zapnul flašku.
Hello and welcome to beautiful sunny Radatin on this September evening for the NBLL game between Lakros Zbraslav and Selb. My name is Albert Lee Whitehead, going to be guiding you through today's game. The turnaround game from recently, back in June, Zbraslav and Selb faced each other in Selb, and Selb came out 10-9 winners. So Zbraslav are going to be looking to turn that result around and really cement themselves in the top 6, hoping to get through to the playoff at the end of the season. Lots of games left in the NBLL, but they're hoping to get back on as the second half kicks off for them, hoping to get back on winning ways. Selb come into this with a 6-2 record, cementing themselves right now at 3rd in the table. Zbraslav, on the other hand, are 6th currently with a 4-3 record. And here we go, opening face-off with Selb opting to start with 3 back. Zbraslav going for a more traditional 2-2. We have number 25 for Selb, Christian Herpers, taking the face-off against number 53, David Rottenborn for Zbraslav. And the ball's loose. The ball comes up. Zbraslav get the first position of the game, but there's huge pressure at the halfway line. Does put his foot back over, but they deem it is not gone forwards enough, and Selb come up with the ball with the first offence of the game. Already delayed penalty on the game for Zbraslav as Julian Lau sprints to the bench, getting their 6 players out for the first offensive set of the game. They've not got their 6th player out yet. Still slow. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Looking to swing it to lefty side, back to the middle top, down to this righty side. Congested in the middle, shot over top, comes off the Zbraslav helmet. Ball is in the air, 4 seconds left in the shot clock. I think there's going to be expiry, and we're going to see the penalty. It was a bit of a melee at the halfway line on that face, and the referee has deemed there to be a hold. It looks like number 11 from Zbraslav, Yaroslav Horn, coming for that first penalty. So we get to see the opening power play for Selb, see if they can get on the board early. Great opportunity to get their sticks going, get all the touches, and real high pressure from Brian Wimmer straight away. Selb managed to keep the ball. Aggressive start from Zbraslav, really wanting to take it to Selb. As they just pass the ball on the outside, looking for an opening. No opening as yet. Zbraslav's man down D is really moving around, looking for low down. Priest low, comes underneath, takes a shot, but it goes off the goalie into the net. That ball stays Selb. Still on the power play. Going to move the ball up top, pass it down low to the right side, swinging the ball back up top. Found a pass in the middle, beautiful finish. Great find from the middle. Number 2, Paul Webber, passes the ball to, I think, number 18. With a lovely finish, Jonas Trusch. Found an opening, put the ball bottom right corner, and Selb take the lead. Zbraslav win the draw initially, but pop the ball back, and there's going to be another fight for it on the ground ball. With Selb coming up with the ball, being swarmed by Zbraslav players, manages to fight, gets out of trouble and find a player coming streaking off the bench. Again, high pressure from Zbraslav. They realise they're subbing, and it dodges underneath. Crease dive. It's going to be in the crease. Great save from Victor Blaha as he passes the ball out. Finally get to see Zbraslav on offense, see if they can get themselves back on the boards. Swings it across to the righty side. Lots of movement inside. Tries to go underneath, but no. He is denied, and pass across the crease. Doesn't quite connect. And Selb looks like it's going to go straight to goal. It's off the goalie's chest. So if Zbraslav come up with the ball, that is a reset. Fresh 30 seconds. He comes underneath. Goes to a crease dive. Big save from Julian Lau in goal for the across Selb. But there's a real fight for the ball. No one's come up with it. There's no reset. Whoever comes up with it should get a reset because it was off the shot. That's why there's no 10-second count. And we finally get a reset as Selb come up with the ball. Ball is sticking on the floor in this game so far. Selb look to slow the game down. Get their offense out. Their first 5v5 set. Got the ball on the lefty side. They're a late sub again. There's only 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Get it to this righty side. No real on ball pick. Looks for a feed to the middle. Big save from Blaha. Ball is carried into the crease. Selb came up with the rebounds. Blaha's making a couple of good saves, but they're coming up with the rebounds. They unfortunately just stepped in the crease. Ball is dished out. Brian Whitmer carrying the ball over. As Zbraslav look to get their offense set up. About 20 seconds left on shot clock. Slow to get their fifth attacker out. But they look to push the tempo. There's ball sneaking behind, looking for big picks. Swing it back to the lefty side. Big rip, blocked by a defender. Great block from the defender. And the ball is loose. They've called a reset. Not sure this should have been a reset. And the count is on the floor. They need to take a shot. Shot just over as the referee is called for the end of the shot clock. It hit a defender, so there was no reset. And Selb get the ball in the offensive half. Bit of a loose pass, bit of a bounce pass towards the Zbraslav bench, and they manage to come up with the ball. Immediate pressure from the Selb players, and they manage to turn it back over, get a fresh 30. Come up with the ball again. Loads of pressure from the Zbraslav team. Number 11 pass down to number 2 for Selb. Looks for the feed, but goalie's got a tip on that, so it should be a reset. They've not called it. Zbraslav come up with the ball back to Victor Blaha and net for Zbraslav. Game is being played at a furious pace right now. Lots of pressure from both defences. No one's getting settled in the middle. No easy cuts through as Zbraslav gets their offense set up. 15 seconds in the shot clock. They're not in a rush. Look to the right side. Big pick. Looking for the pop. No pass there, so wisely slows down. Swing to lefty side. Looking to attack underneath. Good pressure from the defence. He flips the ball over. And the shot clock's going to expire. Strong defence from Selb. They're not letting Zbraslav get any shots. They're looking to feed cross crease, but they're shutting it down. The high pressure means that they're not getting free passes. As Selb now look to take the ball into the offensive end. Look for a dodge underneath. Pass behind. Man behind. Look for a crease dive. Blaha covers the post really well. Crease is called, and the ball is going to turn over to Zbraslav as they look to carry the ball over. I'll do my best to get names for everyone, but the game is being played at a frantic pace. As Zbraslav sub again, it's late to sub. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Bit of a loose pass across crease. No one comes up with it, but Selb managed to get the rebound, come up with a fresh 30. Pick the ball up in their defensive end. They need to get the ball over. They're dangerously close to a 10-second count. I think the ball just bounced over, but it's going to be an over and back pull. They've managed to just get it over the 10 seconds. Ball bounced off the stick, back over, and Zbraslav come up with the ball. Looking to settle it as they get their offense on. Again, a slow subbing, which might brew later in the game. Because they've now only got 15 seconds, which is plenty of time. So they swing the ball to the lefty top side. Big shot. Julian Lau gets the big shot, but number 16. 7-3. Julian Lau got a big piece of that right in the chest pad, but it just somehow trickled through. A fortunate one for the goalie. He thought he had it. Felt it trickle down, and it was in the back of net, and it's 1-1. early on the face from Zbraslav, which is unfortunate. They've been winning the clamp, but Selb's come up with every face-off so far, every ground ball off the face. They look to settle the ball, get their offense set out. They're going to swing the ball to their lefty side, looking for a dodge underneath. Finds some space, big pressure behind the net. Slips. It's a slippy part of the floor, as anyone who's played here knows. But he manages to keep the ball, finds the ball, pass up top. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to get a shot off, or they need to put it in the corner. Looks for a shot off the boards. Oh, great grab by the Selb player, but the shot clock had expired, and unfortunately it's going to be a turnover. So Zbraslav are going to come up with the ball. So number 54 takes it down in the corner. It's Adam Stretcher looking to get the ball zipping around, passes up top, swings it to the lefty side. Number 16 Friedel, who's just scored their last goal, passes back up top for a big step down, shoots straight at the defender on this lefty side. Manages to keep the ball, get the rebound. Big pick. Finds an open look in front, but just doesn't quite connect. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Hard pick, big shot from Adam Stretcher. Zbraslav come up with the ball, get a fresh 30. Now look to sell it down again and get a... Manage to recover the ball, so they swing it across. Dodge underneath, come across crease. Referee has called him in the crease. Great to attack the underneath, managed to find the space, but unfortunately didn't quite get the shot off before he stepped in the crease. As Selb carried the ball over. Again, high pressure on the halfway line, and a good push from the Zbraslav player. Doesn't go over and back, but they come up with the ball, looking to press the ball. Again, immediate pressure from Selb, but they back away. Zbraslav looking to turn the ball over, get the ball to the offense as much as possible, and doing it effectively so far, as they slowly get their offense out. Looking to step in is Friedel, tries to find a pop low, coming over top, 8 seconds. Great check from the Selb defence. They bang the ball to the bottom on this side, comes across crease, look for a shot. This time Julian now gets a big piece of it. Starfish is out of the goal to make sure it doesn't drop in, and Selb come up with the ball. Gets the ball to his offensive players, looking to settle it. High pressure again from Zbraslav. They're really not letting him get any rest up in near the midline. As they swing the ball to the lefty side, looking to get his right side. Good roll out of the pick from Zbraslav. Looking to swing it to the right side. And Zbraslav come up with the ball, a loose pass. Zbraslav almost come up with the ball, but great play by the Selb attacker. Managed to pop it to one of his players who was subbing off, and they managed to turn the ball back over. Neither team letting anyone carry the ball easily. Attacks underneath, number 77, Liam Bohm. Lovely finish. Lovely finish, Liam Bohm. He saw there was no help underneath, attacked underneath immediately, attacked it immediately, and managed to find a gap just near post. Not sure if Blaha was unsighted on the shot, but saw the opportunity, took it to give them Selb back the lead. Selb coming up with the ground ball off the face once again. Doesn't quite stay in his stick. And Zbraslav popped the ball out of the stick and into the stand. So the ball is going to stay Selb. So let's get their offense back out. Again, immediate pressure on the halfway line. They're really pressing up high Zbraslav. They're not giving them a moment's rest until they get it down past the restrainer. It's a loose pass that's going to bounce through. Some players on the floor. I'm not sure what's happened there, but Zbraslav come with the ball, looking to clear it. Wise, he doesn't throw it to the halfway line. There's immediate pressure from Selb. As Brian Whitmer carries the ball over, looking to settle it. As Selb managed to get all the defenders out in time. Passing up top to Friedel, good pick. Looking for the pop. Oh, it doesn't quite connect with the pass. The ball is going to roll. Just going to roll over and back. Selb pick up the ball. Zbraslav subbing well, but they found the player underneath, number 18. Wisely rolls back out and looks for a pass. There's a delay penalty on Zbraslav. I imagine that's going to be for a slash. Usually now sprints to the bench. They've still got 15 seconds. They've still got 5 of their attackers out. They're looking to get the 6th. Late coming out now. 8 seconds. Going to look for a set hard pick in the middle. Swings it to the right side. There's a player low. Takes a shot just wide. Ball bounces off the Zbraslav player into the goalie's stick. Yep. There's a slash coming on. Can't see number 53, David Rottenborn. There was a lot of pressure down in the corner. There was a double, Stitch swing in. It did look a little bit like a slash, but ref's calling it tight. It's been very physical, but they're not letting you swing your stick. As we get to see Selb's offensive power play. They scored last time. Managed to find an open player. They've looked to swing it across crease. Set a low pick. As they try to pressure the defender who picks the ball up in the goalie stick. But a nice bounce pass gets the ball up for the Zbraslav to try and kill as much of the penalty as possible. They're going to look to keep the ball around the outside. They're not going to try and throw it round. Really kill the clock. There's 10 seconds left. They'll look to get the ball, either get a shot, get an early sub, or put it in the corner. Yeah, as he passes the ball off, an immediate sub, looks for a shot, and it bounced off the goalie's stick. Defender wise, he steps back in the crease to make sure it doesn't pop out. As Julian now looks to fade the player cutting down low. It's a bit of a loopy pass, and Zbraslav come up with the ball. Gives them invaluable time to kill another 30 seconds from the penalty. They defended that man up very well, didn't give up any opportunity. And now they've managed to kill off about a minute. They look to just run through the middle. Keeps the ball in his stick. And somehow they managed to keep it. 13 seconds left in the shot clock. 10. They run down low, look for the feed inside. They're going to look to try and get a reset. Shot just wide, and they already sent the defender. So they get their players back. But they really doing well to manage to kill at least a minute and a half of the penalties. 23 seconds left. So Selb will get one more opportunity in the power play. Just under 4 minutes left in this quarter. 2-1 to Selb as they got their offensive set. And the power play, as we just said, they look for a player on top cut. Great pick, just wide. As Zbraslav come up with the ball. They're not going to be rushing to clear the ball over. They're looking for players coming. And they're going to look to... You'd assume they're going to look to sell it. They're not. They're going to push it. I think he wisely realises that they've got a player coming out of the box. They managed to hold on to it. Pass the ball up towards the bench where they've got an open player. Great kill from Zbraslav. Really strong. They're playing a really aggressive man-down defence. They're swinging it backside. Great cut. Great save. There's a lot of net to look at. Julian got across really well. There's a great shot from number 41. Who I do not appear to have on my list. I'll try to sort that out at quarter time. High pressure from Zbraslav once again. Push him up towards the midline. But Selb running through it well. With the swing towards the left side. Managed to ride the check. Fake dodge. Couple of fakes. And a brilliant save from Blaha. He was left all alone on a one-on-one, but managed to get a shoulder over the ball is still loose. No one's coming on the ball. And we have a penalty on the play. The referees call it. It's actually a penalty on Selb. See what he's going to call that. This one. That's like number 11. Wow, that is a game misconduct and a 5-minute major from Adrian Tober, number 11 from Selb. That means he is out of the game, and that is for butt ending. For those who don't know, butt ending is to use the bottom of the stick to jab into a player. Game misconduct means that he is now out of the game, which means he has to leave the arena. So the in-home will serve the penalty. I unfortunately don't have the in-homes number right now. I'll try to find that out, but that means a 5-minute major, and that number 11 is out of the game. It's a big blow for Selb. Number 11 scored a number of goals for them so far in the league. Key part of their offense, and they now have to serve 5 minutes man down unless Zbraslav can get a couple of goals. Zbraslav really going to need to capitalise on this. Selb managed to defend it very well. Zbraslav almost turned the ball over, but they just don't quite, and then they throw the ball back over the halfway line. It's over and back. Selb now playing 4v5. Zbraslav have been playing really high pressure. You'd imagine they can play even higher now. They've got a 5 minutes of man up. Looking to trap them down in the low corner. There's 3-on-2 right now. And Selb are just going to try and kill as much as they can. They will try to get a shot off. They need to get a shot off. I've just seen the number 14, Lars Werner, is the in-home, so he's serving the major. As they're just killing 30 seconds, there's 9 seconds. Early sub, looking to dodge over the top. They've got a player low. Good shot, good save from Blaha. If you'd seen the player slip low, he was open. It was a good save from Blaha nonetheless. As Zbraslav look to get their man-up play going. Not managed to score man-up yet. And if this is their second, or maybe it's their third, apologies. But they're slow to get a player out, and they've now got 10 seconds left. Again, the subbing game's not been quick for the Zbraslav. They look low, slamming it down. A great pickup, one-handed shot by number 18. As Daniel Mahoney managed to catch it in the air, shoot one-handed. Hits the inside of the post, and looks like we've got a loose ball push from Selb. That means it's going to be a fresh 30 for Zbraslav. They look for a hard shot over the top. Number 18, Daniel Mahoney again. High pressure from Zbraslav. 10 seconds for Selb to get the ball over. I think we're probably going to see, we should see a penalty. They've got too many players. They had 5 players on. The refs haven't seen that. Zbraslav looked to settle it into an offensive set. Selb getting away with that in their subbing game. 14 seconds left. Zbraslav just plenty of time. They're looking for the cross crease. Immediate pass cross crease once the ball's Junilao is sliding across. Gets a big hand to it. But the ball's still loose. No one's come up with it yet. It's a 3-on-2 for Selb down in the corners. They real fight for the ball. Again, no one's come up with the ball. There's a third play, and the ball is kicked back into the crease. They're not calling it deliberate, and Selb come up with the ball. Should have been a reset. No, 5 seconds left. 3 seconds left in the quarter. They're going to look to get a shot off. Shot is just too late, but a good save from Junilao. It's number 7, streaks down the floor. Jakub Obraz for Zbraslav. End of the first quarter, the score is 2-1 to Lacrosse Zbraslav.
Hello, welcome, and thank you for tuning in to this NBLL stream. My name is Brian Whitmer.
My name is Peter G, and we are the founders of the Good Stick Company, the first and only lacrosse stick produced in European Union.
We hope you enjoy the rest of the stream, as well as we also hope you have time to check out our eShop.
We're back for quarter 2 of this NBLL game between Lacrosse Zbraslav and Selb. The score is 2-1 to Selb, but they're currently serving a 5-minute major and a game misconduct for number 11. 2 minutes 21 seconds left in the major. Zbraslav have had lots of shots, but Lau has proved too tough to beat on the power play. But they're going to look to push the tempo. The game has been played at an absolutely furious pace. Both teams really pushing the tempo, pushing the physicality. Zbraslav win the face. Managed to push the ball back. The face of Selb almost coming up with the ball. But the two defenders back as Zbraslav a man up. Slow to get the players out. Short bench this time. So a long bench, so they are in offense with 20 seconds left this time. Passing the ball on the outside. Little behind the back to this. Another behind the back to this righty side. Pass the ball down low. Back up to the top, number 12. Swing it down low. Not quite connecting. Pass the ball up top. Shot clock expiry. They were looking for a lot of the ball low, swinging the ball to the backside for a quick stick finish, but Lau's been reading them. They just couldn't quite connect with the passes. Selb, again, looking to kill a lot of the penalty. They managed to kill pretty much all the major right now. Just a minute 30 left. They're going to take each possession, take their time with the ball running outside, wait for the pressure to come, and then look for the open player. Zbraslav not opting to double this time, but they managed to get the trapper player down by the boards, even using it as a referee as a bit of a screen. But they managed to get the shot off. A good shot to get off, but Vlaar managed to save it, keep the ball in his pads. Zbraslav come up. Potentially their last possession in power for this major. Selb defence doing a really good job to stop them. But a quick early shot from number 18. Looking to test the goalie with a different type of shot, and it's a smart play. He managed to turn the ball back over, get off the rebound. Hard shot, just wide. The ball is backed up by number 41. Again, apologies, I didn't manage to do it, but he's not on the list. 41. They've thrown the ball away, and Unilau comes up with the ball. And that is going to be a penalty for Zbraslav. They're calling that goalie interference. He didn't move his stick towards the goalie, but I think as the goalie took... It's a tough one. Didn't move his stick, but he did connect with the stick as the goalie looked to throw the pass. It's number 16, 7-3 with the penalty. About 30 seconds with both teams 4-on-4. Both teams even. And with this possession, you'd imagine that Selb were going to manage to kill off all of the major without conceding a goal. Really good job. They swing the ball, look for the cut inside. Great quick finish. But Vlaar's tough to it, stop to it. Two really good goalies in this game, Victor Blaha and Julian Lau. Lau with 79% save percentage and Blaha with 83%. And they're really proving it right now. No easy goals going in. As the major has expired and Selb managed to kill it all without conceding a goal. They'll be very happy with that. See how much energy they've expended as they now have a minute 12 left and they're man up. 1 second left to shoot. Swings to the backside, doesn't quite get the shot. Shot clock expires. Zbraslav get the ball over. Looking for coming off the bench. Quick pass down low, doesn't quite connect. The ball bounces back and manages to get the ball. They had a player streaking off the bench. Didn't quite catch the number of who that was, but they again looking to push the tempo. Pass across crease. High pressure from Selb defender. Not letting him turn, and the ball is stripped. And they come at the ball, goes behind the goal. Good pressure from Daniel Mahoney. Down behind the ball, they got about 4 seconds to get the ball over. And there we go, that is a 10-second count. And then I imagine that is going to be a penalty. You can't throw the ball away, it's frustration. He did really well to strip him. Really, really well to strip him, the Zbraslav attacker. Number 5, Isaac Grace. Good defensive start. Picked up the ball, went behind the goal. Immediate pressure from Zbraslav. Didn't quite get it over in the 10-second count. And they threw the ball away, which, as everyone who plays box knows, you just cannot do, and he's going to get a delay game penalty. So we're still 4v4 as Zbraslav are on a penalty for another 27 seconds. So they don't quite find the inside player cutting inside. Selb looking to kill another penalty. They managed to dodge it over top. Doesn't quite get the player, but great pickup. Number 41 dodges through the middle and doesn't quite connect with the. It doesn't quite keep the ball in his stick. Drops it out, but number 2 picks the ball up. Paul Weber slams the ball home to give Selb a 2-1 lead. Zbraslav player thought that he was released, but as the goal was scored, as both teams are even-handed, the goal is not wiped, so he has another 11 seconds to serve. Ball is still loose off the face. Selb come up with the ball. They've come up with the ball off a lot of the faces. As the penalty looks like it's released, it doesn't. The player not sure if he can go. The time's expired, so for the time being, we're playing 4v4. As the player now finally comes out. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Hard shot over top, going just wide, and the ball is going to bounce over the halfway line for an over and back. Zbraslav, look, he's come up with the ball. They've got minute 6 left in their power play. They didn't manage to connect on the 5-minute major for Selb. So they're gonna want to change their fortunes around now. They were looking for a lot of cross crease. They ball pass up top, off to the lefty side, looking for a hard step down shot, just going wide from the top. That is by number 12, Adam Vejvoda. One of their star attackers, currently second highest scorer for them with 13 from 5 games. But they've just not managed to hit the cage, and when they have, Union Lau has got across really well, making big stops. Selb still on the man down for another 37 seconds. So Zbraslav there, now finally go for a double pressure. Really strong defence, managed to turn the ball over, can't quite pick the ball up, ball is still loose. Zbraslav come up with the ball. Hard pressure as the Selb player comes to the bench. They can swing the ball low. But they're not going to rush it. They're going to use the shot clock, use the penalty, get their 5th attacker out. Passes the ball to the lefty side. Back to the righties. Back up top. Swings the ball to the lefty side. No movement just yet. Swings it up top. Little cut down low. Great check to take the defender's stick from the Selb player, but he manages to stop them, pick up the ball. As they've managed to kill yet another penalty from Zbraslav. And a great check from number 8, Peter McGowan for Zbraslav. Checks the ball out of the Selb player's stick, turning the ball over. The whistle, Zbraslav calling for a delay, but the whistle had gone as the player checked the ball out of his stick, but they've come up with the ball. High pressure from the Selb defence. And both teams are going to be feeling this in the morning. They swing the ball to this right side, looking for a slip down low, the pass not quite connecting. He didn't quite roll off it well enough from Zbraslav. And the delayed penalty, which is probably going to be for Selb, as the shot clock expires, the whistle goes. The player goes straight to the box and knows exactly what he's done. There's number 6, Max Becker, for a cross-check, 2 minutes. So another power play opportunity is Zbraslav just have a quick chat on the floor, decide what they're going to do. They've not managed to connect. I think they changed some of the positions around. Brian Whitman now looking to set up top. They've got a player in the middle and a player behind, looking for a 5 and a die kind of shape as they swing the ball to X. Immediate pressure from Selb. Manages to hold on the ball, pass up top to Brian Whitman, swings it to the right side, down low. And again, Lau slides across. A one-timer shot from number 16, Stefan Friedel. Lau slides across and manages to make the save. As Selb can't quite clear the ball. Looking to push it. Shot over the top from Brian Whitman. Manages to get his own rebound. Lau gets a big shoulder to that. You've got to expect one of these shots to go in eventually, but they are really peppering Lau, but he's matched every shot so far. As they play a bit of pass and catch up top. Looking for a hard pick. Slam down low. Wasn't quite looking for it, but they've managed to keep the ball. 12 seconds left shot clock. Behind the back to low. Shot over the top. And that is kind of the story of the first half for Zbraslav. Good ball movement. Shots just not quite going on cage. And when they do, Union Lau is equal to them. Selb, minute left on their penalty. So far manages to kill it. They're going to look to use all 30 seconds. Zbraslav haven't quite doubled the ball yet, as Selb carry the ball low. Looking for the double, feed straight to the middle. Doesn't keep the ball. A pass down low. He's immediately swarmed by 2 defenders. 8 seconds left, probably going to look to muck the ball on the floor, and then That's unfortunate. Ref has called a loose ball push by blue, so the ball is by white, so the ball is going to go blue, which means that Selb get another chance to kill another 30 seconds off the penalty. Again, they've not conceded a single one. They've had almost 9 minutes penalties so far in this game. Zbraslav's offense not quite clicking. The score is still 3-1. Selb looking to attack underneath, taking the ball behind. He's going to look for a crease dive. Blaha was there and the player stepped in the crease, but Zbraslav are there to come up with the ball. 9 seconds left in their power play. They're probably going to hold the ball, wait for the defender to come in. Don't want to push it. Yeah, as the call for even is set out. Look at the pass, shot round the screen. Lau did not look like he had any idea where that was coming, but he was hugging his post really well. Smart shot round the screen. Selb come with the ball, 4v3, numbers in transition. Looking for the player down low, passes down. Shot just wide. As the ball bounces and the ball is going to bounce out. That is the Zbraslav ball. They had a 4v3 opportunity. Look for the player behind, though. Shot couldn't quite connect. Zbraslav get the ball. They pass the ball down low, get their offense out. Zbraslav with the ball on the lefty side. So, yeah, lefty side. Pass to the right side. Number 12, Vedvoda. Swings the ball back across. Good fake, but the slide is there. They are not getting free easily. A shot just wide. I think it looks like it came off the post. We're going to reset from Zbraslav. They look to slow it down and just throwing the ball away. They got a reset. They were looking to pass the ball quickly like they've been playing the whole game. Pass not quite connecting. The ball's gone over and back, and Selb are going to come up with the ball for some offensive. For an offensive set. We've not had a goal for a while. The score is still 3-1 to Selb over Lacrosse Zbraslav. It was a really tight game when they met last, and a great shot. Look across crease, great shot from Selb. Doesn't quite go. Blaha makes a save. As Whitman looks to push the ball in transition, runs hard down. They thought he was going to pass it low as the player coming in, but he keeps the ball smart, keeps the ball high, sees an opportunity and slams it just under the glove. Really nice finish from Whitman, who's the top scorer so far in the season for Zbraslav. Smart. Selb thought that he was going to pass the ball low, which is kind of what you expect on transition, but he ran down, no pressure came, saw the opportunity and just slammed the ball. Far pipe, really lovely finish. And nothing called off the face. Two players going out on the deck. And a loose ball push finally called from Selb. Ball is going to come up wide. Both teams really scrapping for the ball on this face. You've got a player cutting in, open in the middle. One-time shot. Lau there to make the save, but Stefan Friedel picks up the rebound, puts the ball in as Lau is on the floor. Great subbing from Lacrosse Zbraslav. Found the guy open in the middle. One-time shot straight in the chest of Julian Lau. Ball bounced out. No one reacted from either team apart from Stefan Friedel, who ran straight for the middle, picked the ball up and slammed it home. And just like that, as I said, we haven't seen many goals. Zbraslav go and score 2 goals, tie the game up 3-3. Big fight again on the face. Selb coming up with the ball this time. This player currently on the floor, not sure what's going on. Still a bit of argy-bargy push in. You're not going to get caught for that. As good dodge by Selb. And Victor Blaha is there to make the save. Selb not happy. They expect a penalty in the halfway line. I think the player went down a little bit soft, but you can't be pushing people like that. So could have gone either way, but it's gone the way of the Zbraslav. They've got 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Attacking underneath. Big dodge. Tries to go for the crease dive. Straight at Julian's shoulder. And they pick up the ball for a reset, slamming into the backside. The sub coming off. Fake. Twister. Lau with the save. Defender picks the ball up in the crease. Pass the ball up to number 14. Lars Werner looking to settle the ball for Selb. A little bit slow to get their subs out. 15 seconds left. They go for a late sub. Bone with the ball. Pass the ball down low. Can swing it back to the lefty side. Little fake, but good pressure from the Zbraslav defenders. Not giving him the free fake. And the ball, shot clock expired. Hard and fast defense from Zbraslav. Turns the ball over. They got numbers. Players streaking up as he runs. That number 82 runs out. Looks for a pass down low. That's number 2, Tomasz Zipai. Doesn't quite get with the pass, but they might come back up with the ball. The Zbraslav bench are not happy. Something's happened. Not sure what happened. The Zbraslav bench are going really not happy with what happened. It looked like the player swung the stick, got it caught under the helmet. I didn't quite see. Unfortunately, I don't have a replay, so I'm not sure what's gone on. But the player is down, and we hope he's okay. Doesn't look like they're administering a penalty. Obviously, our primary concern is that the player is okay. As the Selb players go to the bench, he's slowly rolling back to Peter McGowan, number 8. For Zbraslav, slowly getting to his feet. Looking a little bit groggy, but he's back up on his feet, walking under his own strength, which is really great to see. As he goes to the bench. He's looking a bit unsteady. He's going to go get himself checked out. As he takes a seat on the bench. So the ball is going to stay with Lacrosse Zbraslav. As Peter McGowan is still on the bench, so he's not left to go to changing room, which is a good sign. As the referee comes to tell the team upstairs there is no reset, no penalty. Ball stays Zbraslav, 9 seconds left in the shot clock. Looking to go immediately. Dodging through the middle, passes the ball up top. Number 54 takes a shot. Now picks the ball up. Almost a pick up from Zbraslav. Selb come at the ball. Lau with a big save from the long shot from Adam Stretcher. Pass the ball down low. To good block from the Zbraslav defenders. They've got a player streaking up the floor, number 12. All the time in the world. Fake. Puts it in near side high. Adam Vejvoda. Good block from the Zbraslav defender. They pick the ball up, look up the floor, immediate pass to Vejvoda, who's streaking down. No pressure, absolutely no one chasing. They knew he was going to get a shot off. All the time rolled, threw a couple of fakes, and slammed the ball near side high to give Zbraslav their first lead of the game, 4-3. Again, a real fight off the face. Nothing given. The player streaking off. Great shot from Stefan Friedel. Ball just hits the crossbar, bounce up in the air. Zbraslav come up the ball, looking for a hard pass low. Swings it back to keep the ball, 20 seconds. Their pass is starting to connect, they're hitting the cage. Just as I say that, the pass doesn't quite connect. And they almost turn the ball over, but they keep the ball. Swing the ball back up to Brian Whitmer, number 14. Look for the pop pass. Not quite connecting. They feel like they're getting their rhythm in offense. 2 seconds after the shot, hard shot. That's a shot clock expiry shot from Daniel Mahoney. Lau with the save. Hard pressure, hard forward check from Brian Whitmer as he stays on. Slow to sub with the Selb attacker. Zbraslav currently 4v4 in defence. Oh, he leaves underneath free. No one went for him underneath. Number 77, Leon Bohm, tapped underneath. Look for the far side shot. Blaha got stepped across, got a big shoulder to it. Zbraslav coming up with the ball. Passes the ball to the player 7 on. Selb have stopped the pressure. Full pressure on the right. Ball up top, number 12. Step down, Adam Vejvoda. All the time in the world. The Selb defence had sunk low. All the Zbraslav players are cut, apart from Vejvoda, but on the belt the restrainer. Pass the ball up top. Slam the ball. Lefty side. Looked about just off hip. Lau is having a stellar game, but he's now facing a lot of shots. Not managed to keep them all out, but Selb win the face-off, come up with the ball. Good heads-up play, found a play on this near side. Swing the ball. Player coming off the bench, passes it, Slurm. Good save from Blaha, and Zbraslav come up with the ball. Hard pressure from the offense. Manages to find the outlet. Zbraslav carried the ball over. Just under 2 minutes left in the half. 5-3 lead for Zbraslav. Brian Whitmer attacking underneath, giving all the time. Looking for a pass across crease. Good block from the Selb defender. And he comes up with the ball, number 18. That's a great block from Jonas Trusch. Carries the ball over. Looking to stay and play in offense. 20 seconds left shot clock. Slow to sub. I think the frantic pace of the first half is catching up with both teams. As there's about 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Selb still not done anything offense, but they tacked underneath. They gave the space underneath, but good pressure from Francek Klima. Ball comes up, Blah immediately throws the ball up the floor to Vashvoda for another one-on-one opportunity. Makes no mistake, catches the ball, turns and shoots hard. Hard over the left shoulder of Julian Lau. That is a great heads up from Victor Blaha. Made the stop, picked the ball up, immediately launched the ball over the halfway line, knowing that one of his players could be streaking over. Vashvoda was streaking. Caught the ball. As he caught the ball, turned and just shot immediately. Sometimes those one-on-one opportunities, best thing you can do is just turn and shoot, because the goalie doesn't expect what you're going to do. He knew he was getting close to the goal. He knew where the goal was, and he proved it by putting it in. Selb come up the ball off the face, hard pressure. So let's get the ball over. Minute left. Manages to split through the two defenders. Nothing, no afters. He split through the two defenders. He did get tripped. I think one of the players fell on top. Wasn't really anything else to call. I think it's a checking from behind call for number 53, David Rottenbaum. 4 minutes. Checking from behind, 2 minutes checking behind, and 2 minutes for cross-checking. So it's going to be a 4-minute penalty. It's going to be two minors. So for those who don't know, if Selb score, they'll take one of the minors off, and he will have a fresh 2 minutes to serve. So Selb looking to claw back the leads, claw back into the game, sorry. Zbraslav with a 3-goal lead, 43 seconds left in the half. And that is a foul from the Selb attacker. Whistles go immediately, and I imagine that's going to be a cross-checking. Illegal body check penalty for Selb, and that equals out the penalty for Zbraslav. So 42 seconds left. Probably quite a high check. Line the player up, and you just can't really do that. His tempers are starting to flare. I think both teams probably need half-time, so they can keep all their players on the floor. Look for the pass down low. Ball bounced off the backboard, almost into the back of the goal, but Zbraslav come up with the ball. Pass the ball up top, swing it to his side, number 18. Daniel Mahoney looking to pass the ball low to Vashvoda, scoring the last 2 goals, looking to roll inside. Shot over the top. Good save from Julian Lau as the ball is loose down low. Vashvoda picked up the ball, and immediately timeout is called by Zbraslav. 8 seconds. See if the refs change that. As soon as he picked the ball up, they called a timeout. Look to set up the play. Imagine they'll pull Victor Blaha. Go for a 6-on-5 offense. Or 5v4, sorry, because both teams are on a penalty. See if they can make their lead 4 goals. 6-3 to Zbraslav. 9 seconds left in the half. Yeah, 9 seconds at the shot clock. 5-4 opportunity. Ball's fed up hard to 1 second left. Don't get the shot off. They fed the ball from X up high to Brian Whitmer. Doesn't quite manage to hold on to the ball. We're going to half time. 6-3 lead to Zbraslav.
Hello and welcome back. It's halftime. We have a full 12-minute intermission, which is more than enough time for you to check out our eShop.
We offer complete sticks, strung heads, unstrung heads, or fully customized sticks with armor mesh.
Stick around for second half action, and thanks for checking out our eShop.
To be honest, it's so fast, it's hard to get names anyway. We're back for the second half here, the NBLL game between Lacrosse Zbraslav and Selb. Score is 6-3 to the home team, Lacrosse Zbraslav. As we have the opening phase of the second half, Selb coming up with the ball. Both teams playing a really physical, fast game in that first half. Lots of penalties. Going to look to settle the ball down as Selb come into the offense for the first time. Some that plays out. There's both teams still on a penalty. On that note, 4v4 as they swing the ball to the lefty side. Looking for the little pass down low. Doesn't quite come with the ball. And Zbraslav come with the ball. They've got a player up the floor. Not quite connected with the pass. He was in acres of space. He's come underneath, dodge underneath, fake. A few fakes. Wow. Wonderful goal by Daniel Mahoney. Streaked up the floor off the turnover from Zbraslav. They managed to find him on the clear. Selb subbed the player on. They already had a player there. Both putting high pressure, but he managed to roll through, tacked underneath, tiptoes around the crease, and then slams it near side. Again, as that was a 4v4 goal, the minor for number 77 from Selb is not released, so we will stay 4v4 for another 33 seconds. Zbraslav in no rush, looking to control the pace. They're up by 4 goals. Hard pick on the righty side, looking for a slip in the middle. Found the pass. Good save from Julian Lau, carries on his form for the first half. And look for a quick release to the halfway line on the clear, but doesn't quite connect with the pass. Zbraslav defenders come up with the ball, carrying the ball over. Immediate pressure down the boards, managed to roll back and find the open player. And we've got a delayed penalty coming on Selb as the Selb player is released. It's 5v4 for Selb. Whitmer passes the ball down to Mahoney, passes the ball back up to Whitmer and then cross to Stefan Friedel. Coming over the top. Good block from the Selb defender, and the whistle is going to go as there is another delayed penalty. Too many men call on Selb. Zbraslav still have a player in the box for another minute 25. Selb have a 2-minute penalty. As players frustrated, it's taking another number 14. Lars Werner taking another penalty for the team. Sits in the box for too many men. So we're still 4v4. Zbraslav with the ball. Swings the ball to the far side with Mahoney. Looking to dodge underneath. Finds a gap, gets a shot, but Julian Lau makes a save. Vejvoda protects the ball, but Max Becker picks the ball up. Manages to split through 2 defenders, drops the ball. Reset called, passes the ball across crease. A little duck and a dive from number 12, Anna Vejvoda. Manages to shoot the ball over the top of the goalkeeper. Once again, no player is released as we are even strength. That goal was scored by number 18, Daniel Mahoney. Yeah, as a hold on the face by the Selb players, the ball is going to go for number 1, go to White. About 56 seconds left of the 4v4 play. Again, both teams with a penalty in the box. They swing the ball to the lefty side, back to the righty. The player coming off the bench, Stefan Friedel, passes to looking for a shot this side. Sorry, I'm trying to get the numbers. It's played it, like I said, played at such a pace. Looks like the shot came off his own player. As they managed to get a shot off. Lau making the save just as the shot clock expires. No player nearby for Zbraslav, so Selb come with the ball. Immediate forward pressure. Selb managed to get the ball to the attackers, but they are not getting an easy game here. Lone running for the middle, front space, just putting it wide. He had acres of space through the middle, not quite connecting. As both teams getting feisty, 4 seconds left. Get shot off, picks the ball up, and number 10 with an absolutely outrageous Torbjorn Simon Halverson takes the shot, misses, bounces off the backboards, gets his own rebound, and throws an immediate behind the back far side. That is a really lovely goal, and a goal that is really needed for Selb because they were down 5 goals. This brings it back to 8-4. They hadn't scored for a while, and Zbraslav have been on a run. I think that was technically a short-handed goal as the player had released from Zbraslav. So they go into the power play, 31 seconds left in the penalty. Looking to get their man-up team on. Slow subs, they're only going to have about 20 seconds with their man-up team on. Plenty of time. They swing the ball up top, looking for a step-down shot up top. Slams the ball home. I think Union Lau would want to see that one back. Great pass, passing the ball up, creeping low. Just a step-down shot from up top through 5-hole. And just like that, Zbraslav restore the 5-goal lead. Penalties released as that was a power play, so we're back to even Stevens. All square. Face-off played. It's a bit of a fight off the face-off. Both teams really scrapping for the ball. Neither team wants to give up any kind of pressure. As Brian Whitmer with the ball. Carries back to the halfway line, under pressure from the Selb defender. Pops the ball off to his teammate. Looks for the slip low. Pass the ball to the righty side. Big pit coming over top. Swinging it back to his lefty side. Trying to dodge through the middle of the two players. Gets a shot through. Gets a shot off the goal. Number 8. Peter McGowan. Great job to split through two defenders. Get a shot off. But good save from Julian Lowers. Selb carry the ball up. They've got a 3v2 opportunity. Player cutting through. Plans the open look. Pass the ball. And a finish. Leon Baum. Number 13 feeding the ball. Marius Volta feeding the ball to Leon Baum. Streaking off. No defender picking him up. Ran through the middle. Caught the ball. Put it far side. And Selb really need to keep the pressure back on Zbraslav. They need to keep the scoring like this as they win. Zbraslav go early on the face, so they come up with the ball. Bone with the ball. Pass across to number 2, Paul Webber. Looking to dodge underneath, nothing. Oh, the sticks. There's a cross check quite high, gets him up around the neck. Managed to find the pass to Liam Bohm, swings the ball to the up top. Delay penalty coming, slams the ball low, gets a shot. Still 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Gonna look to pass the ball, get a shot off. Number 24. That's the ball down low. Straight at Blaha. Sorry, excuse me. And that is a penalty for number 11, Yaroslav Horn. So fortunately, when the cross check rode up the shoulder into the neck, and you're always going to get a cross check and call for that one. So it's 2-minute penalty on Zbraslav. Selb looking to claw some goals back. 9-5 down currently. Their power play out, not quite connected to the ball, and it's loose, and Zbraslav managed to turn the ball over. Really good job. Early start from Selb, so they didn't have the pressure of the early goal. Sorry, the breakaway goal. And Zbraslav will keep the ball. Selb going to start to put high pressure. They need to start getting the ball back. Arm goes up immediately on that cross check from number 2, Paul Webber, and that delay penalty. Blaha sprints the bench, and we're back to all square. Quick shot from number 8, Peter McGowan, as the penalty is administered. The attacker, as he was running to bench, cross-checked the Zbraslav player. Oh, he's given a slash. He looked like a cross-check to me, but he gave a slash. You can't do that just running off and just hit people, but the refs are calling it tight, as I said. Zbraslav with the power play. Sorry, no power play. Both teams on penalty, so 4v4. They were just a late sub. I'm going to pass the ball to this righty side. Slip down the middle. Danny Mahoney, pass doesn't connect. Ball stays with Zbraslav. Pass across up top. Adovich Voda looking to go underneath. Manages to pass the ball off. Zbraslav don't keep the ball. Selb coming up the ball. Got a breakaway opportunity. They're coming down the floor. 2v1. Wisely manages to decide to take the ball out, let his offense get out. Leon Bohm with the ball. 46 seconds left in the Zbraslav penalty. It's about a 30-second differential. Sorry, about a 40-second differential. So they're going to want to kill as much as they can. Hard shot low. Braha comes up with the ball. But there's a delayed penalty on Zbraslav for cross-checking. I didn't see the foul, but it's number 5 who is not on my list. There's a couple of players who are not on my list. I managed to get number 41's name. Number 5 is not on my list. Sorry, number 12. Look, number 5 coming. That's Adam Vedvoda. Scorer of a number of their goals for Zbraslav East to take a penalty that gives a 4v3 opportunity for Selb. We've got about 30 seconds on the Zbraslav penalty before we're back to even. They're looking to pass the ball quickly. Setting a pick, cross crease. Blaha coming across really quickly, just shot the goal. Shot all opportunity, and they had to look backside. And it's a good stop by Zbraslav, and they look to clear the ball. They're rushing. Sorry, they're not rushing. Almost in danger of getting a 10-second count, but they managed to get the ball over. And will look to kill the remaining time in their penalty. We're back to 4v4. It's evens. Both teams with penalty in the box. Selb, high pressure, managed to turn the ball over, get the ball back into offensive half. And they're subbing to get their players out. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Boom, just slowing it down. They're not in a rush. There's still plenty of time in this game. Let's come over top. Passing ball down on to Leon Bohm. Looking for the cutter back door. Finds an open player. Tries to cut through the crease, but Blaha was hit to it. Defender managed to just put a bit of pressure on him. Didn't give him the easy opportunity. And Zbraslav looking to push it. Finds Brian Whitmer on the cut. And a lovely finish. Sprinting off the bench. 2 defenders occupied by one of the... Looks like number 11 was occupying 2 defenders. Brian Whitmer streaks down. Catches the ball. Goes underneath. Jumps across the crease and puts it left, bottom corner left. Really lovely finish to restore their 5-goal lead. Every time Selb are clawing back this deficit, Zbraslav just managed to get a response. So Selb not quite in the danger territory yet, but they will look to start pushing the ball a bit more, start putting a bit of pressure. I think both teams could do not reduce the amount of penalties they've got. And Zbraslav still on penalty. Selb got their 5th player out. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Looking for the power play. Could have passed back door. Blocked by the Zbraslav defender. Stays Selb. 4 seconds left shot clock. Looking step down shot. Hard shot and a save by Blaha. 5-hole. Gets a big pour out. Grabs the ball. Puts it in his stick. And the ball passes out to French-Czech Klima. Carrying the ball over. Finds Brian Whitmer on the clear. Rides the check. Looking for his defender, his attackers coming off the bench as they manage to kill the remainder of the penalty, bring him back to 5v5, even strength. As Vedvoda goes to the box, 10 seconds left. They might put an attacker out for 8 seconds. Yeah, they are. Look for Bear. Look attack the underneath. Roll back up top. Finds pass. Brian Whitmer up top. Shot. Good save from Union Lau. Ball's loose in front. Picked up by number 8. Peter McGowan picks up the loose ball off the save from Union Lau. Bounce out to middle. Picks the ball up, immediately throws it. Give Zbraslav a 6-goal lead. The score is 11-5. Selb come up with the face-off. High pressure from the Zbraslav team. Not giving him a moment's rest. Managed to turn the ball over, but he picks the ball back up. Finds his teammate. And goes for a well-earned time on the bench, but doubling the ball. Zbraslav finds open player, number 13, can't quite get with the ball. Looking for the set-down shot, manages to come up with the ground ball. To 9 seconds left, finds a player with the backside. Takes a shot, just shot clock expiring, takes a shot, but Victor Blaha with a good save, and Zbraslav come up with the ball. Zbraslav are turning the ball over well, but Selb are doing a really good job to keep the ball. Get the rebound, get the ball back off state. Look for a swim dodge, number 41. Doesn't quite get over. Lucas Chikart is 41 for Zbraslav. Apologies for not going that in the first half. Good shot. Chikart now picks the ball up, gets a rebound, gets a shot, and then gets his own rebound and the fresh 30 for Zbraslav. Again, not looking to rush. They've got the lead. Swinging the ball from side to side. Nothing back door. Shot wide, ball bounces off the backboards, stays with Zbraslav with Mahoney. Swings it to this near side, finds a pass back door, good shot from Peter McGowan, saved by Union Lau. Again, he got really good at getting across the goal today. The Selb come up with the loose ball off the boards. Looking to push it, 3v2 opportunity, player slips, defender slips, look underneath, finds a player in front of the goal, few fakes, and a lovely finish by number 20, Heiko Schuler. There were two. It was a 3v2 opportunity. The Zbraslav defender slipped. The player carried the ball low. Player got up. The other defender slid to the person with the ball. Left the player open. As I said, Heiko Schuler open in front of goal. Few fakes. Puts the ball in. High pressure off the draw. Big hits. Bodies flying. Zbraslav come at the ball. Score is 11-6 to Zbraslav. Looking to slow it down. Take time. Step down. Tries to fake. Fake's not bought. Great check from the defender from Selb. Kicks the ball forward to. Picks up Victor Blaha. Takes a shot. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. So just throws it down the floor. Good forward pressure from Stefan Friedel. Lets his team get his defenders out. And Selb then shot clock expires. Selb pick the ball up. And 10-second count starts. Pressure immediately as it goes over the halfway line. But he managed to ride it, get it down low. Finds his player. That's the way you've got to beat pressure. You've got to get it down to low, down the restrainer. The defending team will release the pressure then. Good pick and roll. Finds the player open in the middle. Good slide. Good body check from the defense. 3 seconds left. Shot clock. Finds an open player. Doesn't quite connect with the pass. The shot clock's going to expire, and Blaha comes up with the ball. Zbraslav passing the ball down to Adam Vishvoda. Carries the ball over. Attack coming back. A bit of pressure. Passes the ball down low. Swings the ball like up to the half to Whitmer. Ball's on the side, comes over top, looking for a shot, step down shot, good kick save from Lunan now. Ball is loose. Zbraslav come at the ball, they pop the ball up, hoping there's a player there. Brian Whitmer comes up the ball with a fresh 30. 26 seconds left in the shot clock. Looking step over shot, losing the screen. Fakes it, passes up top, passes to the lefty side. Coming over top, Peter McGowan, passes across to Vishvoda. Big hit, yeah, moving pick. You're going to call that every day. Can't knock a player over on the moving pick. Turn the ball over, Selb got the ball. Loose pass from Unilau to the defender. High pressure from Brian Whitmer. And Selb just forced to throw the ball down the floor to the Zbraslav defenders who pick up the ball. Pressure from Selb. 10-second count is on. 5-second count by the ref. He has to just throw that. No possession from. So there's no reset. There was no possession from Selb. They just bat the ball back over. 14 seconds left in the shot clock for Zbraslav as they get their defense out. It's been a bit of an up and down, so they're probably going to look to get a shot. Get the shot from Whitmer. Pretty wide. Looks at the part, but 2 seconds left. Potential breakaway opportunity for Selb. He's got to attack up. No, looks to settle it. They didn't quite have the opportunity. Subbing late. Late man coming on. Looking for a step down shot. No, they're looking to sub the player. 15 seconds left. He said no rush. Pop pass to his teammate coming off the bench. Looking tightly underneath. Pop pass to his teammate, number 13. Bounce shot just over the goal. Bounce shot by number 13, Marius Volta. Pressure up the floor. It's about some carry, but really early subbing from Selb, looking to get all their players out. Slightly slow. Look for a pass low. Good splits. Good kick save from Unilau. Splits on a pass down, a slip down low. Good look. Really good push to pace. Rolling back. Rolling coming over top. Step round. Saved by Victor Blaha. Lul is loose. And Zbraslav come up with the ball. Number 3, Jans Frederster. Looking for the transition opportunity. Rolled around the defender. Took a shot. A good kick save. And number 7 carries the ball down for Jakub Obraz. For Zbraslav. Slams a shot round the screen. Unilau could not see that and gives another goal to Zbraslav. The score is now 12-6. Across Zbraslav. Just under a minute left in this third quarter. As Zbraslav come up, almost came up the ball face off. They won the draw. Flicked the ball back to the defenders, but the Selb player was there. And a bit of a loose pass. You're not wanting to receive that near the bench, but the Selb come at the ball, coming over the top. Look at a hard shot, bounce over the goal. Ball is with Zbraslav, looking to clear the ball, pop the ball down the floor. Doesn't quite connect. It's going to be back in the attacking half for Selb. Loose pass over the defender. Over the attacker and defender. Blaha comes up with the ball. Passes up to number 41. Lucas Chikart. Passes the ball down to get their offense. 22 seconds left in the quarter. They're not looking to pull their goal. They've got a lead. They don't need to do it, but they're going to look to try and take last shot. 14 seconds left. 10 left. Look for the player cutting down the middle. Finds a pass and a goal. It's number 18, Mahoney. Stefan Friedel looking for the feed inside. Mahoney cutting down, catches the ball. Protects the stick really well. Fakes one side, puts it near pipe. And the score is now 13-6. Across the Zbraslav lead over Selb. Seven seconds left in the quarter. Finds open player low. Pass not quite connecting. There's 7 seconds left. They had a player streaker down. Number 16, Stefan Friedel was open. Couldn't quite connect with the pass. Otherwise, he would have had a one-on-one opportunity again with Julian Lau. Score is 13-6 for Across Zbraslav, and that is the end of the third quarter. Back shortly with quarter four. Just under 30 seconds left before we start with this fourth quarter between Lacrosse Zbraslav and Selb. Lacrosse score is 13-6 to Zbraslav. Really starting to pull away. 7-goal deficit for Selb. It'll be interesting to see what they have changed in that quarter time chat. You imagine they're going to have to start playing high pressure in defense, turn the ball over. They need to start getting some quick goals, and they need to push the tempo in offense. Julian Lau's bailed them out a number of times, but just the sheer number of shots from Zbraslav is eventually going to pay. Blaha at the other end is stopping them from scoring, and they were shooting really well early on. Blaha was matching them, but they were building up a lead. They were scoring goals. Just that last quarter, they were just missing their targets just a little bit. I think they just, as the lead was slipping, as the game felt the game slipping away, the shots just weren't quite connecting. So they need to reset, come again, as we start this open phase. Zbraslav slow to get the draw player out, so he wasn't quite ready. So Selb win the draw, but loose ball was picked up by Zbraslav, who you imagine are not going to look to push the pace. They'll use a lot of the 30 seconds. Going for shots late in the shot clock. Swing the ball into this right side. Finds an open player in the middle. Manages to ride the check really well. Keep the ball. Passes to Mahoney. Pop pass to Adam Voda. Looks for a shot. Just wide. Shot on the screen. Just wide. Shot straight at defender. From Peter McGowan. Ball is picked up by the Zbraslav player. Tries to flip the ball away, flicks the ball out, bumps into his own player, hits the turf. And Selb are going to come up with the ball. So they get the ball down low. They got a player open and looks for the dodge underneath, tries to shoot at the goalie, but just gone wide. Good pressure from them though to try and pick the ball back up. Unfortunately, don't come up with it. Referee saying it's a brush. Yeah, it's saying it was tips. I'm not sure why the Selb defender took so long to pick the ball up. You want to pick the ball up and get it away from your goal. Now the 3v2 opportunity coming down. Shot straight at the chest of Union now. Number 11, Yaroslav Horn taking that shot. And he's looking to push the tempo, passes the ball up to the halfway line. Fortunately, the pass doesn't quite connect, and it looks like Zbraslav going to come with the ball with Victor Blaha. He's looking for his player coming off the bench. Brian Whitmer looking to carry the ball over centre. Pressure from Selb. They've not quite gone into full pressure mode yet. You imagine they will start to do that. As Zbraslav look to slow the ball down. Swing the ball to the far side. Immediate rip. Peter McGowan doesn't quite hit the cage, but a slit from the Selb defender in the crease. Turns the ball over. As Zbraslav come up with the ball. Player coming off the bench. Looking to roll underneath. Good defence from the Selb players to recover from the unfortunate turnover. And Zbraslav slow the ball down, keeping the ball to the outside. Looking to come over the screen. 11 seconds left for shot clock. They're looking for, they're probably going to sub early. Looking for a pass across the crease. Step down shot, slams it wide. Vedvoda picks up the ball, he's got 2 seconds to shoot. Shoots just to hit the goalie's pads. Get the reset. Zbraslav come up with the ball, get a fresh 30 second. Selb are not going to want to see this. Slam the ball backside. Stephen Friedel takes a shot off Unilau, slides across and gets the save. But this is reset after reset. This is really time for defence, especially when you're down 7 goals. Looking for a shot wide. Whitmer comes up with the ball. 18 seconds left in the shot clock. Zbraslav still with the ball, and they slow it down. Lots of space underneath. Looking for that last second shot. 6 seconds left. Looks for the pop pass up to Vedvoda. Takes a shot just wide. Ball's loose. As a shot clock expiry, the ball is going to be Selb. Selb with the ball, carrying the ball. Hard pressure from the defence. Ref is calling that as loose. I think the ball's in his stick. Don't think it was enough for checking from behind, so I think the ref decided to call it a loose push. Fresh 30 for Selb. Bone with the ball. Roll move, looking for the player streaking down the middle. Pass not connecting. And he's through the crease. So that's a player. They have Whitmer streaking up the ball. The boards froze the pass. Looks like it came off the net, so it should have been a reset. Turnover, but he's finding the open player. Pop pass to the left side. Peter McGowan wisely rolls out, seeing no help in the middle. Passes the ball up top. 12 seconds left the shot clock. Pass to the cutting player. Saved by Lau. Ball's loose in front of the goal. No one coming up with the ball. Zbraslav picked up. Peter McGowan again looking to slow it down. Goes behind goal. Double pressure from Selb. And they've turned the ball over. They need to push the tempo now. The ball's intercepted on the pass. Probably about 4 seconds left to get the ball over. They turn immediately through it. Find the player. Somehow manage to find the defender. Just get the 10-second count. They come up with the ball. They've got a player open in front of the goal if they can find him. Got a broken stick on the floor. Blaha coming out of the ball to put the pressure. Zbraslav are still fighting just as physically as they did from the start of the game. Crease dive. And unfortunately, it was a lovely crease dive from the Selb player. But the penalty is... Whistle was going. Penalty is going to be given. Number 10, Halverson with a lovely crease dive. I think it's going to be a 17, 2 minutes for boarding. It's a tough call. The ref called a boarding call just before he put the ball in for a crease dive. Zbraslav with the offensive player behind, swings the ball low, look up top to Whitmer, step down, step down, step down. Shot allowed, gets a big piece of it. Starfishes to try to stop the ball going over, but I could see it just rolled out under his arm, just over the line. A little bit of afters from the Zbraslav player. Some words being said to the Selb defender. I'm not sure what was going on there. But the player is now released. The score is 14-6. Zbraslav over Selb. They have been putting 3 back on the face, but they now need to go 2v2. They really need to turn the ball over, and they need to start getting some goals, some points on the board. The draw is won by Zbraslav. They got a player low. If he can find the pass, slams it. Wasn't quite ready for it. Stefan Friedel, but managed to get the rebound. Swing the ball their side to number 18. Mahoney finds a player low, open in front of goal. All the time in the world. Looks like Peter McGowan, number 8. Throws a few fakes and throws it 5-hole. Not sure what happened with the mix-up in defence there, but he had all the time in the world to be open. I said earlier on, I think the frantic pace the game was played out and the physicality was going to come to tell. I thought it was going to be for both teams. It seemed that Selb just aren't quite maintaining the intense speed and pressure that Zbraslav have managed to keep. They're defending well, but it's just the rebounds. They're not coming up with the ball. Lau's making saves, but it's immediately turned back over. Just like that, on the clear, throw the ball straight to a Zbraslav player for a fresh 30 to get a shot. Looking to the lefty side, looking for a player low. No one was quite open, not sure who he was aiming for, but pressure. They might up the ball, 8 seconds, picks the ball up to reset. They've got 10 seconds to clear the ball. Got a player open down this, a bit of a loopy pass, but these players got all the time in the world. They managed to get the ball over. Zbraslav don't need to put high pressure, but they are immediately putting high pressure. Number 13 throws the ball over. Not sure who that was to from Marius Volta. Getting a bit of tiredness. And the pressure from Zbraslav is so intense that sometimes you just need to get the ball away from you. Swing the ball to this side, Liam Bohm. Looking for a player going down low on the right side. No one that does not get with the pass. No transition opportunity for Zbraslav. He takes it to the corner. Someone's on the floor, I'm not sure what happened there. But Zbraslav keep the ball, run right behind. Looking for a pass up top to Whitmer. Bit of a loose pass. Pressure from the defender. Looking to check the ball out his stick. Throws the fake, just about gets the fake off, which gives him a bit of a release of the pressure. As the Zbraslav have too many on. It's not spotted by the refs. They had 6 players out there. Right. Luckily, Selb don't pay for it. Managed to carry the ball, looking to run low. Hard pressure down low in the corner by Stefan Friedel. The attacker putting good pressure. The splits from the Selb defender. Looks like it hurt. He's growing a little bit, but he's got back up straight away. Zbraslav turned the ball over. Wisely managed to avoid the crease. Choosing not to throw the ball up, but they had players subbing on. Very relaxed and get the ball over there, but he was very close to 10 seconds. Didn't get called, so Zbraslav in the offense. Vedvoja coming over top. Bit of a loose pass, but the defender's coming up for finds the open player. Bit of Gowan somehow manages to catch that, gets a shot off. Lau makes a save. Not sure how much he knew about that, but makes a save nonetheless. As Klima comes off, steaming off the bench with some real speed. Gets a loose ball and turns the ball over into the offensive end for Zbraslav. And sprints to the bench, get his offensive player on. Doesn't fancy an offensive set. Fishvolder rolling underneath. Oh, something going on low. Ref got right in the way. I wasn't watching what happened. Something happened down in the corner. But number 9 for Bruno Rogala von Bieberstein going into box. Brian Whitmer going into the other box. Imagine both for roughing. Not sure what happened there. So refs discuss what happened. We're not happy with the Selb defender. I think that's probably a bit of frustration at the Scola. And I saw Julian Lau on the floor and players in the box having a chat here, so I'm not sure if something happened with the goalie. Therefore there was a reaction, but we'll see as the penalties are administered. So there is a 2-minute roughing call, it looked like. Or dead ball contact taps for number 14, Brian Whitmer. We'll see what penalty is for the Selb player. Ref having a real long discussion. You want to make sure we get the right penalty here. At the very least, both of them getting 2 minutes, whether there's any more than the 2 minutes. I would have thought the refs would just give 2 minutes for roughing from both sides, but I didn't see what happened from the Selb attacker. Selb defender. 2 minutes both sides, yeah, 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes both sides. So we will be playing 5v5. It looks like 2 minutes for roughing from both sides. Didn't see what happened, but it's potentially a fair outcome. Unless there's no penalty clock on the board, so I don't know if that means they're both out the game. I didn't see a game misconduct or ejection from either of them. I don't think there was anything that warranted that. Anyway, Zbraslav with the ball, looking to swing the ball, looking to get it low. 7 seconds shot straight at Julian's chest. And Selb come up with the ball, immediately throw the ball up the floor, but there's pressure from the defender. He rolls the check, number 3, gets a shot, bounce shot, and a great save from Blaha. Number 3, Janfrey de Steur, bounce shot. And there is a penalty for Zbraslav, number 41, Lucas Chikar. Both teams getting a bit feisty here. Number 41 for a legal body check. And that is now going to be a man opportunity for Selb. Should be 5v4. They've not got their 5th player out, but it should be 5v4. Can't see the 5th player out. Yeah, there you go. Brings out the 5th player. Ball's up top to Liam Baum. Apologies if I've got any of these name pronunciations wrong. But hard shot from Liam Baum straight to chest of Fix Blaha. Ball's loose. Ball's turned. Kept Selb. 4v3 opportunity. Finds open player. Slams it. Blaha gets across in a great save. It was shot by number 22 there. Aaron Trapp. Throws the ball out low. Turns the ball over and Selb come up with the ball. Both players protesting their innocence there. It's a little bit of afters. Open player in the middle. Number 18 shot. Off the defender, not off the goalie. There's no reset. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Selb on the ball. Pass the ball down low. Back up top. Finds the elbow in the middle. Shot. Saw the opening, but just puts it just wide. Ball's now with 18. Cross crease, 2 seconds after shot, gets a shot. Blaha swallows that up in his chest pads. And Zbraslav come up with the ball. Pressure from Selb. 5 seconds left. 9 goals in this. It's going to be a tough ask to turn this around, but we've seen stranger things in box lacrosse. But they need to be starting to put immediate pressure as soon as Zbraslav turn the ball, get into his second half. 8 seconds left. They managed to kill another 30-second possession. Hard shot wide. And Selb are going to come up with the ball. 25 seconds left in the second Zbraslav penalty. There's been no dead balls, so neither of the players who got roughing, number 9 and number 14, are released. So still 5v4 opportunity. Pass the ball around outside. No one in the middle just yet. Number 18. Hard shot wide. Back up to Bohm. Found a post out low. Doesn't quite connect with the pass. 5 seconds left. They need to get a shot off. Liam Bohm slips. Yeah. Cross check in the back. Cross check in the back. As the player's going down, you definitely. The first one was. Yeah, both those players released. The cross check. First cross check was probably okay, but as the player's going down, you can't cross check on the floor. So 2 minutes for cross checking. For number 53 for Zbraslav, David Rottenbaum. And Selb still with the power play opportunity as they slowly Zbraslav slowly sub the other penalty. Quite a lot of those today to the bench. Selb with the power play opportunity. Pass loose straight away, but the pressure is high from Zbraslav, even on short. I'm guessing a loose ball hold, or the ball is popped out of the grounds But out the arena from Selb, and Zbraslav come up the ball. Little swim dodge, carry the ball over. Pressure from Selb. Good defence. They need to keep this pressure up in the power play and try and turn the ball over. They do come up with the ball, and they got breakaway opportunity. Number 18 runs down all the time in the world, slams it 5-hole. Number 18, Jonas Truish. Lovely finish. Turned the ball over on the boards, ran down the middle. No one coming to check him. Kept his composure, slammed it 5-hole. And if in doubt, power 5 does go, as we all know as box players. So score is now 15-7. Not sure that's going to make a difference to the result today, but Selb will be looking to find a win in any way they can. I think they'll be looking to at least get 10 goals if they can, and maybe stop Zbraslav from scoring again. They've turn the ball over off the draw, find the players cutting in, not pass between the two of them, player down low, find the pass, cross crease, slam straight away. Blaha across really well to make the save. No outlet yet. Finds the players cutting off in the middle. Bit of a loose pass. Selb come up with the ball. Pressure from Zbraslav. Pop pass out, get it out of his stick. 10 seconds almost there. Managed to get the pass, bounce. And Selb have the ball in offense. Currently man down in offense because they're slow to get their defenders off. But they roll, find the player subbing off. Can't quite connect with the pass. Good kick from Liam Baum to stop the ball rolling to the halfway line. Manages to pass it to his own player, a bit of the German football coming in. Finds the open player, shot, doesn't connect. Doesn't touch the goalie, so there's no reset, and it's Zbraslav ball. Passing across to Brian Whitmer this side. Carrying the ball over. Zbraslav in no rush to do anything. Again with an 8-goal lead. Just under 3 minutes left in the game. Going to kill as much the time as possible. Good pick and roll. Pass was a bit loose. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. No possession from the Selb. Don't come up the ball. Zbraslav had too many, and there's a delay penalty. That looks like a delay penalty on Zbraslav. Too many men. Which means it's going to be a power play opportunity. Yeah, Selb had sent a player early, as they need to do, because they need to get some goals on the board. And Zbraslav saw that, sent someone, but they hadn't quite sent someone to the bench, so they had too many men. But there's just over 2 minutes 30 left in the game. So it's just a penalty for this too many men call. Pass across crease. Number 2 is not quite connected with the passes. Paul Webber is in good positions. Finds Liam Bow, passes this near side, slams it low. Kick save from off the pads from Victor Blaha. Zbraslav going to come up the ball. Yeah, looking to come up the ball. 18 seconds left in the shot clock. That was a reset off Blaha's pads. We're now under 2 minutes left in the game. Minute 24 left in the penalty. Looking for the pass down low for a slam into the goal. It doesn't quite connect again. Good heads up to pop the ball down the boards to his teammate. Little pop pass. Leon Bow finds an open player. Cross crease. Not quite connecting. Yeah, that is a high check. Comes steaming across for cross check. In the shoulder. Almost on the neck. It's definitely a penalty. I think potentially it's 2. Blaha's giving lots to the referee there. Complaining about the penalty. See what they give. Definitely 1 for cross checking. Number 82, legal cross check. That is Pomesipai. I think there is another penalty for Zbraslav. I'm guessing unsportsmanlike. They can't go down to less than 3, so I think there's going to be a penalty shot. Yep, penalty shot. You can't go down to 2 players out, so a penalty shot for Selb. They already had 2 in the box. They gave another penalty. I'm guessing words were said to the ref. No, he's not. I don't think he's released. Yeah, just clarifying. So the 1 minute 4 is coming off the boards, 2 2-minute minors. Not sure why that player is released, but there's a penalty on the goalie for Gotcha. So the ref should explain. So if they would have had 3 penalties, they wiped the first penalty, which was 1 minute 4 left, because they're going to get the penalty shot. But they were going to give another 2 penalties. So it'll be 2 minutes. 2-minute minors. The number 18 comes down, fakes. Good shot from Blah. Makes himself big. Number 18, Jonas Truish with that shot. And we start with a face. We should be 5v3, I think. Yeah, it starts with a face. 5v3 for Selb. One minute 30 left in the game. Selb 5. Great job from number 53, David Rottenbaum. He was against 4 defenders, won the face, and then came up with a ground ball. Manages to eat up as much time as possible. Really good job from him, but swarmed by 4 Selb defenders to come up with the ball. Carrying the ball over centre is number 5. Isaac Grace gets the ball to his attacking players, almost in 2-minute men, but 4v3, so they leave someone at half. Passes the ball up top, Leon Bohm passes Lou. Cross crease, slam. Blaha slides across. That is an absolutely outrageous save. All the net was open, he just had to slide, hope that the players hit him. The ball is with Blaha behind the goal. 10 seconds is probably going to run out, so he's just going to throw the ball in the air. That's a 10, that is. And a timeout is called. Probably about 1 second left in 10-second count, but 10 seconds should start again. Just need to check what's happening. So white called timeout. There's about a second, maybe 2 seconds left in the 10-second count. So the shot clock should go back to about 22. 21 seconds is what they're giving on the shot clock. Ball should go back to Victor Blaha behind the goal. Apologies, I'm not sure if I think the 10-second count will reset. Just giving them a fresh 10-second, but they have, like I said, 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Zbraslav with the ball. Yep, ball starts low. Doesn't have to start with the goalie, but it starts with Adam Vejvoda, who's going to look to run through the 2 players. Finds Blaha with the pass, who's, again, yeah, so 10-second count, did reset. He just loops the ball over top. Almost through his player in front of the goal. They're up by 8 goals. They're not looking to push it. Shot from Vejvoda straight at the defender. A little bit of afters from the 2 players there. Don't want to do it silly. There's 17 seconds left in the shot clock. Timeout called from Blue. 15 seconds left in the game. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. We can just get another goal on the board. The game has been done for a while. Zbraslav will be pleased with this win. Overturning the previous game where they lost 10-9. It was a close game. We've got Selb here, 16 seconds left. They've pulled their goalie. Not sure if they're going to keep the goalie out, because they do have, Zbraslav only have 3 defenders. Not often you see a 6v3. Yeah, looks like they are going to pull the goalie. They're going to play a 6v3 play. Like I say, not often you see this, but I think the game's done. They just want to get a goal. They want to try and get another goal on the board. Look at the pass down low. Grace dive. Lovely finish. Leon Bohm. Again, apologies if I said that wrong, but 6v3 opportunity. There was going to be someone open. They found him low. Crease dives, put it top far corner. Give him their 8th goal. Score is 15-8 to Zbraslav. 10 seconds left in the game. One of the penalties released, so it's 5v4. I'd imagine whoever comes up with the ball to face is just going to hold the ball. Not going to do anything silly. No one wants to get hurt late in the game. Well, I stand corrected. Selb are going to shoot the ball. Blaha with the save, and that is game. Lacrosse Zbraslav winning today's game 15-8 against Selb. Very fast, very physical game from both teams. Both teams will be sore, but Zbraslav's offense started to click, and then they never looked back. Both teams had a really good game. Unilau in net for Selb had a really good game, lots of good saves. Blaha at the other end, keeping Zbraslav in the lead. Thank you for joining us on what is now a bit of a chilly night in Valentin. My name is Albert Lee Whitehead, and this has been the NBLL. Thank you for watching.